Hello everybody, I'm back with another knife review. What I have in front of me is a Buck 750 Redpoint. Now, this is the first Buck knife I've ever owned, and some of you may think it's kind of weird because why would I own this? Because most of their knives are very value priced, I own a lot of Spydercos and Benchmades and other higher priced knives. Probably even owned a more value priced Buck, but this is the very first Buck that actually knife that actually piqued my interest because of the ingenious locking mechanism and the overall design. So before I get into all the details, let me go over some specs. So right now when it's closed, it's a 4 1/4. All right. When it's open, overall, or not overall, but the blade length is 2 3/4, and overall is about a 7-inch knife, give or take a few millimeters. The steel they use is a 420 HC stainless. Okay, so it's not like a really hard use steel, and has some wicked serrations on here. So, at any rate, and look how thick that blade is. This is what I really like about this. On such a value price knife that has a rather thick blade on it. So now, what really attracted me to this knife is the sheer grip of this knife. This blue part right here is rubber. That's right. This isn't like G10 scaling. It's not Zytel. There's no jimping on it. It's not hard. This is just rubber. This is gonna hold into your hand. It's gonna, when you hold on to it, even in the cold, you're not gonna let go of this knife. This is practically impossible. I mean, rubber is rubber. Anybody who's ever handled anything rubberized will know the awesome sheer grip of rubber against skin or even clothing. So very, very good grip. Okay. Now the other part that really interests me is this locking mechanism. This is what they call the safe spin lock. What it does is not only does it lock the blade open, but it actually locks the blade closed. So imagine if you had this in your pocket and you're afraid that it might flip open. You can't. It won't flip open in your pocket. You have to pull the lever down, the safe spin lock down, and then you can safely rotate it. And then once it opens, now you can't. Now it locks it open. So now in the locked open position, this has actually blade play left, right, up, and down. So I was a little disappointed when I felt that. But then again, what do you expect from like a value price knife? It's an open frame design here, so you can blow out some dirt and dust and whatever. Now, what I do also like is this gigantic, generous lanyard hole here. You put a lanyard to it, you put a carabiner on it. It even has a little hook here for a bottle opener. I mean, that's pretty good. What I thought would have been even more useful if they actually made this into a carabiner, like some of the Leatherman knives are, where the back has a little carabiner slash a bottle opener. So the pocket clip, as you can see, let me zoom in so you guys can get a better look at this knife here. The pocket clip is actually a very low riding clip. I don't think it's removable, or I definitely know it's not reversible, but I don't even think it's removable because these are very, like the inside of these screws are very smooth. It's not a hex pattern or a star pattern or anything. So, but look how low ride that clip is. This is awesome. They did it perfectly with this clip. And here's the thing too. If you're afraid that the blue rubber here will catch onto your pants to prevent you from slipping in and out of your pants, think no more. They actually thought about that too. They put a plastic piece. This piece right here is this gray piece is not rubber. It's plastic. So to facilitate you putting it onto fabric easier, so it won't get caught up in the rubber. It's a genius design. I mean, they really thought it out. I really like this knife a lot. So, and to open this knife, it's really neat because it's truly ambidextrous. Well, to open it, sort of, you pull the lever down, and then you just flick. See, it comes out really smoothly. I mean, this thing shoots out just as quick as my Ken Onion Ripple, really. And then to close it, you have to pull the lever down to release it, and then it locks closed, and you can't open anymore. Lefties, you're just going to have to pull with your middle finger. So when you pull down, you can flick open, and there you go. Very, very nice design. I really like this a lot. So now when you're holding on to the knife, the handle ergonomics are really, really good because look, it's got a little nice curved handle here. It's got a little bit of ridges here, which you really don't need because the whole thing's rubber. Why would you need those? When you hold on to it, there's a slight little, I don't know, what would you call it, like a choil, like a reverse choil on top that you can put your thumb in. But obviously, anybody with larger hands than me, you're going to start moving down here where there's nothing to hold on to. So unless you're going to put a lanyard or something like that. Besides, it's so rubberized, you can probably just hold it on the top here. And there's some very nice jimping up here. It's not very, very hard cut, but it's very large, so your thumb just locks in there. So very nice design. Let me set this down really quick, and I want to bring out my average size knife. Of course, you already know what it is. It's my full size Benchmade Griptilian. I'll set it here. You can tell that this very small, very petite. It's still under the average size that I would say would be comfortable for EDC carry, and it's very lightweight. Again, it only weighs. I think this thing only weighs like maybe 2.5, maybe 2.6 ounces. It's not very heavy at all. I don't have the specs of that, but yeah, I would recommend this for like basic utility use, opening letters, packages, you know, just those sort of things. It's not a very hard use knife. Don't go out and try and cut down branches or anything with it. You're going to dull it really quickly. Rope, you can use these nice serrations to cut rope with if you have to. So all in all, I think it's a very nice knife, and because of the price point, it's well worth it. I think these are like $30 and below. I mean, it's very nice for that amount of money. So it still doesn't beat out my CRKT Drifter though. That's ultimate knife for price point. This comes in a nice close second. So anyway, this has been my initial thoughts, review, and overview of the Buck 750 Redpoint, and I'll catch you guys on the next review. Take care.